Okay, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to have an open mic. Anybody that wants to come on, come into the Zoom room. The link is on my page. It's also on the Soulgy group page and Soulgy One Studios page. Let's play a little intro and allow people time to come in. And if you're in the Zoom room, let me know if you want to come up. Just put a comment in the Zoom chat. Got a little soul speak on the ascension that we all share. This unveiling, this apocalypse. You know, all this discussion of what is reality, conspiracy, heresy, truth that's stranger than fiction. Doesn't get any better than this. It's not just time to bring on the apocalypse, it's time to start riding it. It's not going to hurt us. Because one thing's for sure, in our conscious mind and even in our subconscious, if that's what you want to call it, we have always survived. And the reason for that is because we never die. So when it comes to ascension, what else is there to talk about? This ascension, unveiling, is not complicated. It's just a microcosm of the state of our being from any point, from this present moment, to any point in our past. And in regard to the past, now we can look back to see, to awaken without the element of linear time. Yeah. Because the wisdom still comes. Because the universe never late. We can take from our past the powerful wisdom of the eternal moments, seen when we unveil the hurts and the blame given and received. You know, we've reached a point where forgiveness will cease to exist. Because perfection did not create forgiveness, but as a path to a higher perfection, a new reflection of itself, of ourselves. Yeah, it's true. It's just not necessary forgiveness, and neither is earth love. So we can stop chasing both right now and all the false securities and failed searches that go with the lofty goals of a moral world. Both the things that they put beyond our reach and the reasons they gave us for not being able to reach them. It's time to re-enter the fold of the immortal. The fold of the I Am soul. Gayatri, we can see you looking at your phone.
Hi, nice to see you again. I was not planning on doing this. I just saw you going live and I said, let me see what's going on.
Oh, hey, we got a few people here. Hang on a second. If there's anybody in the Zoom room that wants to come up, just make Ernestine, unmute yourself.
I just got out of the shower.
You did. Does anyone, because I don't want to pull anybody up here if they don't want to be on here. So Angel Divine, if you want to come up, or Ellie Gore Blue, if you want to come up, or Liliani, if you want to come up onto the screen, you have to let me know in the comments or in the chat, okay? Because I don't want to pull anybody up here if they don't want to be up here. What's happening, everybody? Did you bring your guitar?
He's always sitting right there.
Is that right?
In fact,
your signal's a little bit off.
energy. Pardon?
Your signal. Oh, there you go. Stay still.
Okay.
Yeah.
when I had an interview with you last week, and it was just, I'm just cracking open.
Yeah.
This afternoon, I was in the recording studio for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to hear that. What's
Yeah.
going on? Huh?
It was 2 meditation songs, roughly around 20, 25 minutes each. But the really cool part that started after Soology and just after Light Language the following day. Just this incredible songs just bursting. And
Really? New ones? They're new songs?
brand spanking new.
Well, you sent me your songs and your EPs, and I downloaded them and I started listening to them. So in the next few days, when I have time, which I don't know when that's going to be, but when I have time, usually I do that like this time of night. I'm going to write some stuff. I haven't written anything in like a year and a half, and I'm going to make some new music videos to your music.
Wow. Thank you.
What's up, Delia?
Hi, how's it going?
What's happening?
What is not going on, right?
Gayatri, what's happening with you? You just got out of the shower. We saw you looking at your face in the.
I know, because I thought I could just watch you all, and then I decided to come on, and the electricity went off. You know, we had a cloud burst this morning.
Yeah.
And it was like, I just looked up and I said, can you please regulate this rain, because we cannot afford to have a cloud burst right now. It's too much water coming down. And it happened. So here I am. Well, I was just on the show with you, and it was wonderful catching up with you and all the wonderful friends that we get together with.
Right.
The main message that has been coming up is what I don't know if I said it then, was just one line, is to step up and take your place, and just do what you have to do, and that's
right.
it. There's nothing stopping us now, and there is no looking back.
That's right.
We cannot look back and say I missed that, or I should have done it this way. What we have is what we have now, and we just need to step up and take our place.
I agree.
So
I put up a little meme. I woke up the other morning and I don't know what it said. It said something like, I don't know what it said, but I said it's time to step the TF up, the fuck up. And there's like 900 people liked it. And I don't do, that's like Morgan stuff. Morgan does stuff and it's like several hundred people will like it. Not on my stuff, but that's what it was talking about. It's like, I'm tired of playing small. Let's step up. Who's with me? Well, Day is with me and with us. Day has stepped up, and she's going to take on, Soology's only been on Facebook and just YouTube for what, a year and a half? Well, I mean, we were on YouTube longer, but I didn't really start putting anything on until January of 2019. And she's like, hey, I woke up and I'm supposed to do something. I think it's to do with Soology. I'm going to do the Instagram. So Liliani stepped up. Delia stepped up. I feel something happening. And then tonight I was just playing around because Morgan was watching a movie. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go up and test the broadcast software with this microphone, which I still got to work out. And I just started putting stuff on, old stuff. I don't even have the new stuff. Like if I took that open mic where we did the Ernestine, where you came on and all those people came on for almost 3 hours, and cut all that stuff out of there and put that on to what is basically a radio program. And there was a lot of interest tonight, and I think this is where we want to go with it. Just have continuous programming over and over and over again and just blitz it. So, yeah. But yeah, it feels like that we're supposed to step up now. I know Ernie is, Delia is, Gayatri, you are. Yeah. So what's been happening? God, it's been crazy the last 2-3 days, hasn't it?
Yes.
Hasn't it? Everybody's like talking about it, and they're not all on the same timeline, but they're all like within 2 or 3 days saying, what the hell, Oh, here's Jed.
Wiped out.
Let's see. I think Morgan's, anybody that wants to come up on the screen in the Zoom room.
Morgan's coming up.
Jed Riverstone. Anybody that wants to come up, Karen, if you want to, let me know in the chat. Oh, wait, here's somebody. Let's see. Okay, so Jed's here. Hey, Jed. Jed, unmute yourself.
Hey, guys.
Karen Norman, if you want to come on, let me know in the chat. Anybody in YouTube or Facebook that wants to come on, pick up the Zoom link and off one of the Facebook pages. And if somebody could put it on YouTube, that'd be great. Come on up. So who's going to start this out? Delia.
I want to start off with saying the funny way that I actually woke up. I mean, you've been in my field, in the energy field, for quite some time. Coming in, popping in, and I was like, "Ooh, what's going on? Why is Todd doing in here?" I've had you and Morgan a couple times. I guess we do a lot of etheric work. It's just when we're leaving to go to council, and we're in various different houses, we catch up and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" It's been kind of funny, but overall, when we hit the moon, or is it the sun going into Leo, the energy, the explosion of the beginning of the Lion's Gate is just crack that open. And I think that's definitely some of that energy that we're like, okay, it's time to move forward. That energy for creativity and everything else, and empowerment. It was like, I'm here, do this. And
Yeah.
I woke up out of sleep in just a lot of energy. And I even was like, okay, this is definitely something I need to meditate a little bit. And somebody posted a picture, I can't remember her name, of a tigress. And in it, it had a symbol in the center of the chakra, of the throat chakra. And I told her, that's exactly the symbol that I saw in light language. And I was being bathed in nothing but light language.
Really?
And afterwards, that's when I messaged. She was like, I know I'm always at service, but this is calling me at service of something different. So definitely was beautiful, and it's amazing. And these entire times, whenever I go on to move energy, light language has been coming up a lot more. So I'm just gonna bring in whatever energies wants to come in.
Yeah, do it.
Tiashatier irunisiate yervasiatio yarvianinisiate yervatiesiata yervosia. Tiarvoti initiate ar irvisia. Ooh, it's open up creations coming in. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I'm look forward to hearing you guys. Oh, by the way, I did see Gayatri coming in, and it was funny. As soon as the internet stopped broadcasting, and she came in, and you said, "Open mic, who wants to come in?" And I saw her pop up, and I was like, "She has to come on. She has to come on." So I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm here. I had to switch everything on to the backup and start it all over again. So I'm
it's
happy
working.
to be here. It's working.
And of course, you showed your eye and soul because you were looking in your phone, looking and see how you looked. Everybody could see you. So
You should have told me.
what about this? Delia, you mentioned about going to the rooms, going to the council meetings. We'll start with you and we'll go around. But I mean, I know everybody gets things differently. I have like very faint, I don't know how many times, but I just remember these big rooms. I don't remember anything that goes on inside of them. But do you actually have recollection or recall of what goes on in those meetings?
Sometimes, not always. The only thing I'm able to keep is when I'm passing and I'm being led. And when I see souls that I recognize, is that little instant where I realize, like, pull away from that and go pop in and say hello to the other people I know.
Wow.
So you and Morgan are some. I've seen another couple that I've known. I've seen on the scene overall. and just mostly the energies that are there.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of friends that I guess we link up etherically. And even my roommate, she'll have a dream, or I have a dream of something. Hey, I had a dream, this is going on, what's going on? And it's discussions that we're also having with higher selves in the etheric level. And whenever we go to council, depending on, the only time I do remember is when I meditate and I actively am linking up to that. In the etheric sense, it's not something I remember so fully. I do get a sense of the message because there's an energy tone. Like right now is surrender, go with
Yes.
the flow.
There's a lot of that.
So a lot of it is it's the energetic overall that everybody can feel. When it comes to other things that we're having discussions on, because I do recall sometimes having conversations and I see other souls, they're surprised that I'm there. But it's just those co-creative moments where we're coming in together. And those are the only ones I'm able to keep.
And you remember these things. I mean, you remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. If I'm able to keep it in my with myself, then yeah. If there's certain things that I'm not meant to share, like kind of forget a little bit, and eventually down the line you're like, wait, I think, and then you start to recall a little bit further and further. Meditation, in active meditation, it's a lot easier to remember the information that happens versus when you're working etherically and you're gone.
So when you go into meditation, you go in with, I'm just, asking so like we can all kind of know. So when you're in meditation, you intentionally, consciously go in to the meeting or back to the meeting or whatever to pick up on what.
I think it depends on dimensionally where I'm tapping the energy from. I only go where I'm being called to active, how you would say, active duty.
Wow.
Wherever the energy is being pulled to have the assistance, that's where I'll go. Wow. Since I'm always working energetically in different places, like we're all multidimensional. So wherever multidimensional aspect is calling me to go do work or pull information from, then I'll go grab that information and pull it back into myself if needed here, especially. And I think more and more I'm grabbing more, how would you say, etheric information in order to be of service more now than ever, since there's a mass awakening happening up in the entire overall with Gaia, with the human selves that we all are, since we are all interconnected.
Far out. What about you, Jed? Do you have any recall of council meetings or anything that you can, convey to us that maybe we can pick up on?
Sorry, I was just muted. Yeah, I've had occasions of, not so much dreams that I remember, but on occasions, I've been called to live galactic council meetings. Yeah, but I just got juiced up. I literally was just finishing up weaving with when Morgan messaged me, and I got a ping to just check my message and saw Morgan's message and got a big ping to come on live. But I just got juiced up from really big. And what I'm getting to say quickly, I've seen come in really just, I don't know, yesterday strongly, is in essence, I could say it's the flowering of the unity codes, the flowering of the circles. You know how the other day, and I said that to you, I think in the message, when you had the ladies circle on, and I was talking with Melinda Russ yesterday, we were one of our dragon weavers, my soul sister, and she was getting the same. I had a strong feeling that there's, and I knew all along, there's so many circles out there. Dragon weavers or new earth weavers is just one of many, 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 many. And we've all been getting the feeling for a while that it's coming, the time's coming when we'll be called to actually go live together, weave as a circle together. And when I saw your ladies circle, I mean, almost word for word, the way they came together, organic, spontaneous, all of that, it was exactly like for us. So what I'm basically getting, I'll try and do it quickly, but I don't know.
No, you got plenty of time.
A really, really rough little drawing, but yesterday I really saw very much almost like a indigenous, dot painting here of the circles, and each circle was stones within a circle, and how it's time for these circles to come forward to more activate this actual group unity consciousness. And the magic of the unity consciousness is that it's unity in diversity. The way you weave in the unity consciousness enhances both the individual and the group, never one at the expense of the other. There's never a need to compromise your soul. And anyway, and I got that, like, there's almost like within each circle, there'll be each person within a circle will be will have a soul sister or brother they're strongly connected to within another circle, and will occasionally guest weave with that circle, even though it might not be their core circle, and vice versa. And they're like the bridges that make the lines that join all the circles.
How do you use the word weave? How do you weave?
Oh, sorry, that's just our word for, like, the dragon weavers or the new earth
coming together. Like you said, you and were just weaving, and what does that mean?
What we're doing right now, what you do.
This is weaving. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Gayatri, sorry, the tiny last little thread on that I want to add, sorry, Gayatri, is that this is the for the living activation of these soul groups are just the energetic patterns and activations of the actual new earth communities and groups that are going to be coming together to dance awake that dream, to actually activate this further into reality. So even this is just a step towards that. But
do you see that the cosmic ladies, the Gayatri is part of that template? Is that what you're talking about? Like that type of arrangement?
I think it's all connected. I think the way we get it, or the way we map it, might not always look exactly the same, but in essence, the essence is the same thing. Yeah. It may take different forms to suit in multidimensionally, or different purpose for different soul groups, or different, but then, that's, anyway, you get what I'm saying. That's how.
No, I get it.
That's the same unity in diversity. That's the same individual colors, shapes, forms, patterns, harmonic fractals that weave that whole greater unity of all, as each part of the tapestry being its own beautiful, unique flower and pattern in the greater tapestry. But the essence of the whatever you want to call it, the unity codes is the same. Yeah. Anyway.
Cool. Gayatri.
I have a question. Yeah. I have a question. When you said dragon weavers, why do you say dragon weavers? Because when I woke up to the dragons, after about 2 or 3 months, they gave me a name and they said, you are a cosmic weaver. So for which it was clear to me, because working with, working on multidimensional levels, I know that I weave energies, and I have had astral meetings with many people now that I know on Soology, including you, Todd. I met you in dream state in Sedona, and we were discussing the dragons.
How come I never get any of this? How come I never have any recall of these? People write me every day. They're like, Morgan and you were with me last night. And I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who tell me they dream of me, and I'm not aware of it. But my question is, why do you say dragon weavers? Can you explain that, please?
Okay. That's the name we got. we came together in completely organically and spontaneously. And at that time, and we all had strong connection to dragon aspect, dragon energy, and that was the dragons were working strongly with us at that time, and that's just the name that came. It just happened. And then probably a couple of months ago, there was a shift in the change and patterning and energy, and almost prompted, and we all went, yeah, and we got called in a way to change to new earth weavers. But I often refer to it, I'm like dragons / new earth weavers, like it's kind of, so it's not, no, the dragons move forward and back. They're always kind of there as part of it all. Like sometimes the galactic step forward more, sometimes the elementals. So it's not that we're always working strongly with the dragons being in the foreground. It was a part of it. So does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you. Because a while back, I don't have my diary here with me. So I make sketches of all my dream experiences and the visions that I get in meditations. So one of the times I was given connected to this code that was given to me in my head. I was shown that we are all connected to the great central sun. And from there, we connect. It's like rays that connect to us, and we connect to the stargates on the planet. And when we are working with energy, we pass that energy through all stargates, and every stargate has a dragon. So I guess that's how that explains my vision. So yes, thank you.
I just want to say that too. I'm aware of each one of you. I feel very connected, and your gifts. I love your dragon pictures and your languaging and everything. I completely relate to, Gayatri, and what you just said. Yes, completely relate to. Love your music, Ernestine. Delia, I love your energy. I'm aware of you. And Todd, you know who you. So I just wanted to say that and make that clear that yeah. I am aware of all of you, and I know and feel your energy. And yes, that's the beauty, as I said earlier. It's like even if I might have a different way of mapping or visioning at times from yours, it's like it doesn't matter, because I actually completely can relate to yours, and it's the same thing. And I really love the way that it comes through you. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I feel like I came in and hijacked this a bit. But
no, it's all good. We're just making it up as we go.
I just got juiced up with that, and I felt like a big ping to come in like on me to just share that with you. And then...
Oh, I can imagine you've been with because he's incredible.
Well, and he just got back he went camping in the mountains for 2 weeks, and then he got back
been with the fairies and the elves.
He went out for another days, and he just got back. So he comes back juiced up with goodies. So yeah, that was pretty powerful.
So, oh, good. I have a question on all of this, but Ernestine, do you have any comments on this? What they're talking about with the councils and the weaving and anything like that? Does any of that
resonate? Yeah.
Well,
what I find personally interesting with what's being shared, because I sense and feel as you guys are sharing and speaking whatever, and it's like I've not had consciously, meaning remember those, but yet there's things that happen to me because it's all channeled. What I do is 100% channeled, and I think what's happening as we share stuff like this, it helps us individually to understand what the communications are and have been. We just didn't understand or know at the time what it meant.
Yeah. It's like everybody has a different language, but it's all the same language. And what about the human part? Like all this stuff is coming in more clear. And like if you look at the last 2 or 3 days, I don't know about you, Gayatri, but I know Delia, Jed, and Ernestine from the expression when I said that. But like, is it getting easier? It's weird. Does it not feel like really intense for like short periods of time, but it doesn't stick? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Ernestine? You go first.
For me, um, I'm paying more attention than I ever have. But what's happening for me is, and I feel this for myself, is like I feel like I'm just opening up, expanding,
Hmm.
and it's and I'm going with the flow. And if it doesn't feel right or whatever, I just don't go there. Even if somebody's talking about something, it doesn't feel right, I just go away. I have that control. And so what's happening is like even tonight, I've had a busy day today, quite honest. And it's like I had dinner with a friend of mine. We talked for like 2 hours. And it was interesting. She was sharing stuff, and I said to her, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, yeah, you got a point. And what I'm saying is this, I'm not doing the dance. I'm not going to go back and forth engaging on things.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. And us not being caught up in the energy of others and paying attention to ourselves.
Yeah. It's 24/7.
It is 24/7. Every single thought, every single emotion, feeling, everything we have is our responsibility individually. We need
Yeah.
to look at what's going on. We have no control of other people. The only person we have control of is ourselves.
Yeah.
A thought is a split second. If you take that thought and you're paying more attention to it, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you engage on anything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the horrible, it's going to get this.
Yeah. It's a distraction, distortion. Delia, how's the human doing? We were supposed to have a camera meeting, I think it was 2 days ago. And then
Mhm.
yesterday, which is, yeah, yesterday. But you understood, like I sent you the note and you're just like, I get it. Like, I mean, like you are clued in to me like Morgan does. And yet, how do you deal with all that? How do you deal with the
Um,
human?
I just have to go with the flow. I mean, I just learned. I shared this before. What was it? Maybe like a day ago, I put up a post, and in the middle of a post, I ended up doing a channeled in message. I had to go up back in the morning afterwards when I fully woke up to be like, wait, did that really happen? But in between that, I said, you have to learn not to hold on to hot poker that's been in the fire and just really let go and flow with things. Um, I think it's also lessons in the past that when you're hitting the wall so hard and you're like, well, I think I can go through. I think I can go through. To finally say, this is not going to happen right now. It's okay. I'm just going to let go. It'll pick up when it needs to pick up. And just see how things really fall into place, everything coming in. That also includes information.
Mm-hmm.
That also includes things. Like I had an interesting conversation post with Jeff with I don't want to butcher her name. Towards Dion. I think I'm saying it wrong.
Janine.
Who?
Janine.
Thank you. With
Who?
Janine. Thank you.
Oh, Shanine.
Yes. So she put something and he said, I wholeheartedly disagree. And there was the conversation. And in between that conversation, I was picking up something. And the human mind just kind of goes with it. And I've learned to just flow with it. So whatever it's coming in, I try to relate it with the greatest words that I always try to bring wisdom into it, as well as um, whatever needs to come out in the softest way.
Yeah.
That way, it doesn't come off brash or harsh or
Yeah.
judgmental. That's one thing I've learned is the way to come and learn how to speak with softer tones
Yeah.
and as well as energetically.
Or don't speak
So
at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
When in
there's
doubt,
certain,
yeah. So I
but
didn't see that exchange, but Shanine wrote me today, and I do pick up on her energy because we're pretty tight. I just don't like read everything, but I can kind of get what you're saying. And I put up a post this morning about judgment, comparison, and whatever, because I woke up this morning and I had put up a post. It was actually somebody else's post. And I thought it was really, you know how things come to you right when they need to. So I thought, oh, wow, this is it. So I put it up. It was about the divine masculine. Well, somebody that I know, there was like 300 likes on it right away. And there was a bunch of comments. And you know, I really wasn't looking for that. But I happened to see, as my higher self arranged, for this friend who put up this thing and actually called the guy out and said, so-and-so, you're wrong. And I thought, this cannot stand. And I was trying not to be polarized by it, but I was also speaking to myself, like, you know, because I feel like when you write something, you're writing it for yourself. At least that's how I feel. I might be inspired or motivated or even triggered
frozen but me.
by somebody else, but I'm still doing it for myself. So I said, I will basically I said, I will no longer have a relationship with judgment and comparison and you know, and but thank you for, you know, showing up, and thank you for serving me, basically. So that was the gist of it, but it came from the same type of energy that you're talking about with Shanine and whatever happened with that guy. And it was basically like, you know what, this shit won't roll anymore. You know, it just won't stick anymore. So I kind of get that. Yeah. Is that up right now?
Can I please, I need to just clarify this. It was
Yeah.
me, but I didn't say I
it was you.
disagree.
no, it wasn't nothing.
What I didn't say I wholeheartedly disagree. What I actually said, and I knew Shanine would know enough my energy and the way this was, what I said was that for once, I don't completely agree with you, right? It wasn't disagree. It wasn't judgment. It wasn't that, here, let me correct you. I hate that energy, right? And I was really careful and clear to say, oh, this is what I get around this. And it was more like, I'm curious, exploring what you're getting. And I even said, I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying this is the way I feel about this. And it opened up this beautiful kind of discussion. So I just really want to say that, because I really don't like that whole.
Jed, I'm sure she knows.
Yeah.
Shanine knows you well enough.
And I wouldn't have even, I was really strong.
Oh, we did not know. This is very,
and I really did it with that energy. And it was only because it was Shanine and
Jed, everybody knows you. Everybody knows you would.
Felt like that she would
you
know
would never,
the energy that was expressed.
Can I just say something, Jed? We know that about you. Can I say something? This is a note that I wrote. Michael Mejia's on. Michael's an incredible guy. Michael, I just want you to know that I have a note here to call you and Amani, because we're going to do that open mic thing again. I don't want you to think I forgot about you. And if you wouldn't mind, send me a message. I'm doing the best I can. I'm kind of overloaded. And Morgan Lee seems to have put a comment up that says, please don't wee in the toilet, Todd. I just bleached it. So I guess I'll have to go outside to do that. We skipped Gayatri. Jed, you have nothing to worry about. Everybody knows your heart.
No, it was a beautiful interaction, and it just kind of weaved everything, using that word again, overall. The beautiful interaction that they had overall, and the immense love that it was felt. And it wasn't just between them two. If somebody else, TL was there as well in the conversation. And it was just beautiful. The support and the energy and everything that was being felt, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not saying I couldn't ever do that or be a judgmental asshole at times, but I really try to refrain, and it rarely happens. And I just wanted to make clear that I wasn't at least actually doing that. That wasn't my energy.
Jed, that doesn't fit Jed. Jed wouldn't do that. We met Gayatri. What can you add to this, Gayatri? How's your human doing?
She's good. She knows how to disconnect easily now, after having my ass kicked many times. It's like it happens easily. I can easily disconnect and switch off from everything around me. Past few months, it's been, I can see that, well, ever since I had that experience where I was taken back to source and brought back, it's changed something in me. It's like I stay in a deep state all the time, and when I need to do something around in the 3D, I somehow manage to come up a little, do my work, and go back in that state. So it's like I've been in this neutral space for some time, quite some time, and I know there's a lot happening because I can sense it. I was made to do a lot of work energetically in the last few months, and I know this right now. I'm being prepared to for bigger things to come. So this is like a rest period for me, where there's work going on, but not as intense as it was, and I can feel myself like in a very deep cocoon kind of a state where I know I'm being whenever I go in that state, I know I'm being prepared for something which is going to be more intense than what I've already done. So I'm waiting. I don't
What
know
is,
what, but
do you feel, you just said it, but Ernestine, do you feel like we're being prepared?
Absolutely.
I mean, I know this has been said over the last 2, 3, 4 years, we're being prepared, but like June 1st, to me, everything changed. Do you
I
feel
think
like we're being prepared?
everything that we've been through individually has preparing us to be here now. Because if we had not, and my personal journey started in 1996, but yet the past since late 1997, 2017, my apologies, the last 3 years, less than 3 years, is just those steps, every little step we take, and our willingness and our desire, because our heart's desire is what it is. And for me, is everything I've been through is like, Todd, I love your post that you put about a week ago. I'm no longer thinking small, I'm thinking big. Profound words, because we've been all thinking very small,
Yeah.
including
That's the one I
myself.
was talking about.
Yeah, and
I'm
so
tired of playing fucking small.
small,
It's time to
playing,
step the fuck up. Who's with me?
playing
That
big.
was the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is when we hear stuff like that, we look at, immediately I went, yeah, I'm tired of playing
I
small,
am too. I am
right?
too.
And it's like, I know what I do is special, it's very unique, and it's like, but yet I've held back.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. And it's like, the last week has been just,
I have no idea what Morgan's laughing at, but I don't know if y'all can hear her, but she's going through the whole house cracking up. I have no idea. She's funny to live with, I got to tell you. I think that's a thing too that I'm seeing too, is like people, including me. It's almost like you're playing small and you don't want to do what you resonate to do. And I think we came from a place where we were holding other people accountable for it on a personal level, because that's what we were conditioned to do. And I think it's just a matter of letting all that go
it's
and
letting that
just,
go, but also looking at ourselves and what we do to ourselves.
yeah.
All right.
Well,
And yes, and when I say this, things have impacted us. Comments, remarks from childhood to the present. But when
yes.
if we give that stuff any energy or thought, and us consciously being realize, where's that, it's asking ourselves, where did that come from? Why do I
Yeah.
feel the way I feel? And taking that time within ourselves to, I could say, this is my favorite phrase. When we get to uncover, we get to discover. When we get to discover, we get to discard. And so every time we go within and to seek that stuff and put it back where it belongs, which is with other people.
Yeah.
And for
Yeah.
me, it's like, even we're talking here right now, like this song that's been evolving for the last week.
The one you're about to play.
Okay. And I'll tell you, it's the energy in it,
Oh, yeah.
because everything happens, and again, everything happens in divine time. And by the way, it's nice to meet people here that know CNN, and I'm on there tomorrow morning, right, at 10 o'clock Pacific time.
Where?
CNN, the Freedom Network.
Oh, Shanine.
Well, you call her Shanine, I say CNN.
Well, I used to call her something else, but I can't remember. Then she corrected me. It's Shanine, and that's the only reason I know it. And I can't say her last name.
Moulin.
Moulin. Sounds like a soup.
And
But yeah.
yeah. You guys want to hear this?
But to your point, so it's like for me, it's like we always like said I can't do this because of them or because of this or because of that. This guy, I was on his radio show, his first radio show, Richard Sandelis or something like that. Good guy. It's called 0 Point Productions. Anyway, he hit me up like 2 weeks ago, and I hope he doesn't mind. It's okay. Everything's transparent. So he hit me up. He's like, I want to do a radio show, and I want to do a podcast. Can I talk to you? I said, yeah, of course. So I talked to him, and I talked to him once. Then I talked to him a second time. And the second time, he's like, well, there's this going on and my family and this and that. And I said, you know what? You need to shift or get off the fucking pot. Period. Sir, to thine own self be true. And he said, okay. And the term 0 point really affected him because I said, you need to 0 point that stuff. And on the show, he asked me, he was like, what does 0 point mean to you? And I was like, I'm married to the 0 point guru. So we went through this whole thing. But my point is, that so now I feel like, there's less attachment or less stuff attached to me in terms of disallowing me from doing what my heart wants to do. So like tonight, it's been a very busy week, and there's a lot of stuff going on in everybody's lives. And so Morgan was watching a movie downstairs, and I came upstairs, and I had this broadcast software, and I have a new microphone. I thought, okay, I'm just going to try this out and see if the sound works. So instead of doing it on my own, I just went live. I thought, well, F it, But I guess what I'm saying is I didn't have any attachments to me. Not that I was attached to, but I guess it works the same way. And so look what comes out of it. I go on for an hour. Morgan sends me a note, says you should go on and do an open mic. And now look, this is what happens. So it's like when we walk through that across that threshold, something else comes out of it. And that's what I'm seeing. That's the way it works to me. It's almost like there's an old saying in sports, in the US anyway, the best defense is a good offense. So you just keep moving it up and blasting the light out, and you don't have to worry about all the stuff that we had to work through. It's no longer there. It's like forgiveness and healing and suspicion and these terms that don't really apply in 5D because they don't exist. Yeah. Delia, it's on you now.
Yeah, it's overall very interesting, very beautiful way that things just happen to line up. So I'm glad. I'm gonna be amazing, Ernestine, to actually catch your show with Shanine. I know that everybody is having further expansions. I know that even people that just this energy exchange. I do have one with a meetup group, which is the UFO group, which is basically a bunch of star seeds together, losing the term, coming together and having this energy exchange in one. And it would be amazing to finally get back into physically meeting once again and just having that exchange. Even though the lives really help us bring through everybody across the country, in the entire world, We have beautiful energies that we would not been able to have, such as Jet and Gayatri. I mean, I remember listening to Gayatri, and she was talking about just a conversation between Todd and her, and having this co-creative expansion. And I was literally put to sleep during the time, but I was aware that they was having a conversation, in that the entire time that played, and when I came to, it was already over. But having that energy just playing for me, it did something else to me, and it helped me expand even further. I've had the dragon energy in my field for quite some time, but to understand it in a different perspective, like Gayatri does, and the beautiful art she creates, it's amazing. And I really do love this co-creative expansion that zoology really stands for. And I'm sure that everybody will be having further expansions and all that. I look forward to seeing everything that everybody is having and bringing forth, because this is it. This is it. This is us stepping up.
Okay, that was really good. I got like chills. I got a couple of announcements. One is from Paul Bogey Brighton, Sufi. The correct pronunciation is Shaneen Mooland. And Fiona Carthew, if you go to my page right before this live, you will see the Zoom link. And anybody else that wants to come on, because we're probably going to go on about another 20 minutes, unless I make somebody else a co-host, and y'all can just go as long as you want. I've got 4 shows tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm doing up right now.
We are all actually activating each other. When we
I know.
get together like this, we're activating. And just so you guys know, I was actually on CNN's Freedom Network the end of February, just before she went in hiatus to have her beautiful baby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know what? And I'm going to do this because I need to go to bed myself.
Oh, you did?
Is 2 days before I went on CNN's show, or Sheenan.
Shaneen.
Shaneen.
Shaneen. That's what Bogey says.
Okay.
The accent's on the neen, so it's Shaneen.
Is this energy happened, which is actually her song. It's even evolved from then to what it is now. And I'm going to share, I could put it this way, sort of a quick version of it.
Okay.
Energetically. You guys ready?
Yes. Oh, you're going to play it. I thought you were going to sing. Beautiful. What star system are you from? What's it called? That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. You are amazing. What you're pulling down is amazing.
And
Unbelievable.
that song is called Essence.
Essence?
Essence.
I can't wait to do some conscious rap to one of your tunes. I'm gonna try to make it work. What's up? What's up, Karen? You got something to share?
Yeah, it came to mind that I wrote a couple of poems last year in May, and listening to the conversation, they're actually still very valid in regards to what we are all going through.
Yeah.
And I don't title them. I've created an image that I use where it's written "Wondering about life," and the first one goes: "Truth, yours or mine, heartache or bliss, wondering which, love eternal or just a moment in time, healing and feeling, clearing and letting go. Sometimes I don't know. Knowing is heartache or bliss, wondering which. Certainty is not given, certainty is found. Certainty is in self is where the answers lie. Know who you are, trust who you find. This takes time. Removing the blinds from what wants to hide, dream or illusion, all intertwined. This is a moment in time, not the end of the line. So give space and give time. You are who you are. This truth is found on the inside. Doubt, guilt, and shame, remnants from your past, a wish to do better, a hope that you can. Start where you are. There's no way to fail unless you hide. And actually, after reading through it, I found it very much in thread with what you were talking about playing it small. Also, in regards to my own journey, because I'm really feeling the call to start sharing my wisdom, or what you want to call it, and it's been 2 years on the way. So yeah, the
Well,
next one.
this is the
Yeah.
place to do it.
Can I
Indeed,
just
it
say
is.
that Ernestine's tone and melody totally went with the first poem. It went
That's what I
beautifully,
was
and it's
thinking.
basically essence.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if she could
Worded.
wrap that to while she was, because I was thinking about it and I thought, man, that's too fast. But the way she was doing it, I thought, wow, that would have
Yeah,
been perfect.
it would went perfect, and I
Can't
think
make
that's
this shift
beautiful.
up. Yeah.
I've
I'm glad you
actually never
said that.
thought about that. My poems, yeah, they have a life of their own. When I was younger, I wrote a lot, but it was I was in a darker place at that time, so it was much about heartache. And these are actually also written at a time where I was at a low point, but at a different space, because it was where I had learned to take responsibility for myself and what happened in my life, and realized that it was a reflection of what was going on and what I had to learn to grow and evolve. So
Wow.
so yeah,
All the good
the
stuff
next,
comes from that darkness.
indeed it does.
Yeah.
Indeed it does. And right and now I find myself in a place of balance. And I couldn't help but smile when you asked the others, well, how's your human doing? And these last couple of days, my human has been very, very tired. I don't know what's going on with the energies. I don't have the same remembrance as you guys, and I don't have the meetings or anything like that.
at least not what I can remember. But
Yeah.
I do have this sense of knowing, and I recognize what you're sharing.
Yeah.
So the next one, sharing and caring, in many ways the basis of life. Solitude or companionship, which is a high, a choice for the individual. Learn and teach, sometimes preach. Knowing and sharing, perspective and ideas. I'm tired. Where did I go with that? Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing and sharing, perspective and ideas, which is truth and which is lies. Ups and downs, highs and lows, tools of the trade or tools of the soul. Madness and vision, perspective and perception, a choice for the individual. Lessons and teachings, a part of the journey, a part of life. Victim or savior, fear or faith, a choice for the individual. Patience or pride, haste or high tide. Show as you go, live from your heart, give from your heart. We learn and we grow, we teach as and we lead as we go. Forgiveness or pain, sunshine or rain. Life is not all flowers and bloom. Sometimes it feels like darkness and gloom. The colors of the rainbow, a blessing in disguise.
Man, that's deep. That's deep. Jed, I thought you were getting your guitar. We'll go over to Gayatri. Gayatri, you got any recent dragon intel? Anything happened lately? I love what Karen said about being tired. Like that's just been like the biological clock's not even close to what it used to be, is it? You can go down at any time.
No, and today I had to send my daughter off to a week's vacation with her grandma. So I was up at 5:30 a.m. and I usually sleep at 5:30 a.m.
Gayatri.
I can, well, the latest I shared in my last talk with you was when they asked me to step up. I can bring up the painting, and if anyone wants, they can connect with it, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of activation happening if anyone wants.
Hold up. Bring it up. We'll put you on the screen. You got it handy?
Yeah, it's here.
It's 3 o'clock, 3:08 in New York City. I'm in Arkansas. It's only 2:08. That's okay. I realize now that how many more people are available. Oh, we got to bring on Fiona. Hang on. Fiona's here. Okay, hang on. Here we go. I'm going to put you on. So Gayatri, talk, because I'm going to put you on speaker mode. There you go. There you go.
Can you see the whole
Yes.
picture?
Yes. Is that a cobra for the third eye?
Yeah.
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Wow. God.
So I can describe to you what came up when I was when this one came up. And that's when I got the message loud and clear that I need to step up. Halfway through the painting, I was asked to, well, I was told that there is a temple in Atlantis that I need to lift the veil off from, because I'm the one who hid it, because it was needed to do it at that time. And we were all in major distress. So we just had to shut down. And that's when we stopped. That's when we learned how to play small. We got away from we basically fell down from the wagon. So I was asked to go to Atlantis and lift the veil from the temple, activate the temple. And when I did that, there was a throne, where a crystal throne, which also needed to be activated, which I did. And I was asked to sit on the throne and take my place. So, it's not all the glorified version of this whole experience that I had. The basic message was, get up, take your place, step up and do what you have to do. The time is now and there is no looking back. Each one of us has to take our place and do what needs to be done.
Yes. Yeah, that's trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the latest one.
It's absolutely gorgeous, Gayatri.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I saw the stream the other day where you were talking about you've made your paintings into an oracle deck.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let me know when it's available for purchase. I want it.
Sure. I think I should have it sometime maybe end of this week or next week. So every painting is a card now, and I don't plan on going small with it. So it's all going to be big.
Just like in Texas. Just like in Texas, everything's big.
Everything's big.
Fiona.
So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gayatri. Fiona, how you been? Where you been? What's been happening?
Hi there.
What's going on?
I've been down under in a big hole. How have you all been?
Just hanging on by our teeth.
Yeah. Now, Gayatri, that painting was just stunning. I have been hiding a little bit and I've missed you all, but I've seen lots of new beautiful faces and energies coming up. Yeah, and just timing today, I managed to see that this was happening and was out and about. So I'm home now. I've been gardening and just fed the chickens.
I know you do a lot of stuff locally there, because I remember last time we talked, you were talking about working with people locally, right?
Yeah.
How's that go? How's that going?
Well, it's kind of getting broader. It's been changes. I've worked hands-on with people for a long time and done a lot of kind of planetary work as well myself. I'm undercover working at a doctor's office and a dentist part-time and bringing energy work actually into that, which is rare for Australia, but it's really good. We've got a doctor that understands energy centers and how it corresponds down to a cellular level, and a dentist who actually appreciates it as well. So it's been really exciting to break into the mainstream there.
I just want to ask where you are, Fiona? Whereabouts?
Yeah, hey Jed, I'm up in New South Wales in the Riverina near Wagga.
Oh yeah, Riverina.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So in amongst the canola fields and the wheat, but a little town called Coolaman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You've got to be a cooler man to live in Coolamon.
Bring your cooler bar to Coolaman. Thank you. I just wanted to reference because I knew you were in Oz, and yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to miss the accent, hey. But yeah, definitely got called to just come on in regards to how the human's gone, because it has been huge for us all for the last 6 months, and there's been big changes. I cannot remember any dreams anymore, which used to be a huge source of information for me, and that's just shut down black. But I've seen, I see energies and I work with energies around, and where I've been, and I, all around the world, it's, you can see a thick cloud coming. There's more density to the energies around us, and occasionally it will thin as people kind of lighten up, but there's just so much going on in the world. It's really thickening the electromagnetic fields that I can see. So I tried to shut myself away from the public a little bit because it was all a bit weird. and decided to work with water instead. So seeing how much panic and chaos there was in the world, I really felt it kind of emanating through the waters that we all share and drink. So I've been working with the water sources around us. I work with my own family's water anyway and see the benefit there. But, you know, any dam, reservoir, lake I can get to, I'm just kind of working on the frequencies with that, trying to bring a calmer frequency in. And personally with clients, more so where I used to be pushing energy around, you know, working with Reiki energy and other channeled energy, I'm now kind of changing the information behind the energy a bit. Throughout this discussion, there was a lot of talk about belief systems and judgment, and that's been a huge highlight to the world recently between the whole COVID and wear a mask or have vaccinations and then the Black Lives Matter. So I kind of came to a space of non-judgment at all for anything, which felt quite empty to start with. So, you know, it was kind of dropping all judgment and sitting back as just an interested observer, which felt a little bit uncomfortable. It's like, where's the passion gone in life then? You know, if I don't believe in something and I'm not fighting for it or fighting against it, where's the passion? But again, through working with the water, kind of came to more of a calm observer. And I'm now telling clients or asking them not to really speak through the session. Because, you know, everything we know is knowledge or judgment, right or wrong, you know, we've learned it or we haven't. So I've kind of left that out of the sessions I'm working with now, and seem to be getting some amazing shifts on personal levels and, you know, around in the community that I'm working with as well. So yeah, that's been my first few months.
Far out. Your
Yeah.
your country mates here. We're gonna go back around the horn. Let's get Sasha in here. Where you been, Sasha? You're muted.
Unmute. Hi. Hello.
Hey, Sasha.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
I know what's
How is
happening.
everybody? Oh, so
Everybody's
much.
hanging on with a thread.
Are they?
What's been
I'm
going on
not.
with you?
I'm actually in such a great place in my life. It's so good. Sorry to rub that in to everyone that's hanging on by a thread. Life's great for me. It's amazing. Very abundant, actually. And I've tapped into a field of omnipresent love.
Wow.
Yeah, and it is so much bigger than me. And it's so divine, and it holds this frequency that is able to bring through all the galactic shamans from the Galactic Confederation of Light. So when it first started coming through, it's just huge. They come through and they start working on whoever's in front of them, and they're all different, and they come through one after the other. It's like next level. So, but it is the initiation, I think, was to become that omnipresent love first, so that they could actually use me as a vessel to do the work that they do. So it's probably a little bit too much information for just jumping on quickly. It's the first thing that's just come out of my mouth.
Good.
So, yeah.
You got any light language or a song? You have any light language or a song you want to do real quick?
Light language or a song. I can show you. I've got songs. I can show you a painting I've been doing. Okay. Do you want to see a painting?
Yeah.
But it is actually for Huna. It's a painting. You know Huna. It's a painting I'm doing on consignment.
Here,
let me just see if I can turn the camera around. Okay, here it is. Can you see this?
Wow. Look at that. Dragon, whales. That reminds me a little bit of what Suzanne Amara was showing today. It's not the same type of thing, but it's got like a lot of different energy in it.
Yeah, well, he wanted the rainbows. It's got the Trinity in the middle. And the portal was kind of something I created. It just came through, and then there's the dragon. It was meant to be, I decided to do a dragon. He was going to be white, but he chose to be a rainbow dragon. And I figured, I mean, the way these creations tend to happen is they just happen, and then the story gets put together afterwards. But it turns out he's like a diamond dragon. That seems to be the frequency that's coming through at the moment. And yeah, so yeah.
That's very
so,
good
you
detail.
know, it's just all a part of, oh, you think?
Yeah, the dragon especially. We got, I think, Yvanya's coming on too, and Morgan.
Awesome.
And
Morgan as well.
Morgan hasn't made an appearance in 3 months. So this is...
Do you realize that if Ivania come on, then we're only missing the very first time you opened up to an open mic 5D spontaneous?
It was Sasha,
Ivania, and Linnea, no, what's her name? Lania Holbeck.
Oh yeah, what happened to her?
That's right.
She was amazing. What happened to her?
She dropped off Facebook a while ago. Like I think she just was going private internal, but you know, I still feel it in the weave. I'd love to see her again. But anyway, I just realized that I was prompted.
Far out.
That was the first open mic 5D that kind of happened spontaneously. So, and hi Sasha, we haven't spoken for a while, but
hey, Sasha.
I know, it's been ages, Jed. Nice to see you. I haven't seen any of you guys for ages. Been so long.
Well, we've been broadcasting later because we used to catch a lot of the Australian people because we were in Hawaii, but now, so I guess now we're setting precedent. We're going to be doing late night stuff. Sasha, what do you got? It's 2:22 over here. You must have something. You're going to play
I
a
do.
song?
I have a song that I did with you. So I'm going to do it again, and you're going to jump in and do that rap with me that you did all that time ago. Do you remember? Let's do that.
Okay. My voice is gone, but we'll try it. Okay.
I just want to say too, that picture, I love that painting. So, and Gayatri's as well, that lit me up. But that picture with a diamond dragon, amazing. I just wanted to say that.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful painting,
Oh,
Sasha.
thank you.
Just thinking of you. I was thinking of you when you came in, and I said it would be good if you could come and sing here.
Aww,
Well, she's
beautiful.
about
It was
to.
so nice to come in and see you all because I haven't really been in this zone for a while, and I missed you all. All
This
right,
is
so
telepathy.
we know this song. A lot of you know this.
Yeah, this is a good
This one
song.
is Diamonds from Coal. Okay. My voice is probably a bit crusty. Hang on. Oh, make sure that's all working. Okay. Lost in the skies of the world, you see me, and now you won't be told how to be brave on the roofs, just to find where you came from and turn away fools you like to play once no more. But to know silence like this, mere time, violence to place, and as we fall, the ones with those hearts,
We stand tall and try not to love. Oh, we try not to love.
Tell me when to come in.
Lost in the skies of the world. Do you see me and now you are little and be right on the roof just to find where you came from and turn away to know you won't run to life once no more, no more. But to know fire like that, we turn my life to blaze. And as we go, oh, we will turn. Diamonds from gold. Diamonds from gold. Diamonds from gold.
As below, rise above, heart of hearts can't be contained, always remain, never the same. Better than fortune's blinded shames, world house fruitless fame. So what's your game? Let go, let life power up freely, vortex of reality. Ego burns in effigy, that you standing right next to me. Clear the lines of differentiality. Oneness doesn't fear individuality, open to antiquity. Laugh and love in heaven's humorosity. Our life is love. Projectionality, regain personality, human hospitality, found the Tao in me, from the Amen to the Z and Zen, scriptures, lectures, lessons, conjecture, rapture, captured, factual, enraptured, love the natural, elementary, heaven, hybrid, DNA, halo, apothecary, always revolutionary, never stationary, uncontainable, always attainable, loving the flavor, soul, love, spirit, destiny, solution, freedom penetrates, shadow pieces, darkness, light, ashes, creates phoenix flight, fullest love, darkest moments, soul highlights, wrap the love, no containment, freeze attainment, refrain the lies, you hear, you hold your space, remain, watch the heart space, clear all the same, sacred body, electric, hopi, eclectic, sacred, geometric, powerful, reflective, never neglected, always accepted. I love you.
But you know, science like that. We turn my life to blaze. And as we burn, oh, we like to diamonds from gold. Diamonds from gold. Diamonds from gold. Lost in the stars of the world, now do you see me
Bam.
Yay.
Gayatri was about to jump
Thank
in
you,
there, I think.
Todd. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, you should have.
She
You
said
should have. If I'd
instant
known, I would have
manifest.
given you some.
I was thinking of you when you just came in. It was like it would be nice to have you in this conversation, and if you could sing. And
There
there
you go.
you were there.
It's just telepathy.
Oh,
Absolutely. Telepathy.
there you go.
That was,
Oh,
you have such a sweet, sweet, pure voice. That was beautiful.
Yes.
oh, thank you. I had a few little moments in there where I got a bit nervous and I froze, and I don't often do that. So that was weird. I guess it's been a while, but yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. And Todd, like that was amazing. You just jumped in again and just slaughtered it in a good way. Well,
No, that was just
amazing.
a slight compliment to your genius. No, I'm not in that category, but thank you. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, you're in a very high category. Thank you.
Yeah,
So-
again, Todd, I really have to
Ernest-
say to you, don't sell yourself short. I'm in total awe when you start doing that rap or whatever you call it. It's
Soul
absolutely
speaking.
amazing.
Soul speaking.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it's absolutely amazing, and I'm absolutely in awe when you do it, and amazing.
I'm hoping to get back into it soon. That's one of the reasons I hooked up the. That's why we're here. Well, because of Morgan, but I hooked up the broadcast software and tried it with this
Really?
microphone, and yeah. So I'm going to start putting some stuff together, and it's a little bit late, but we're going to start expanding and pulling in all this stuff like we were trying to do a year and 2 years ago. But it's all coming together now. I think everything's coming together for everybody. To be honest with you. Who's not spoken?
It's never too late. It's always divine timing.
That's right. There's no linear. Once the linear pressure's off, then everything starts to flow.
I've got just quickly, because I've never rapped ever, and I just suddenly got this little burst of words while you were rapping.
Okay, do it. Do it.
So I'll give it a go, because I don't know if I read my own writing, but I got, we're all bursting at the seams with our dreams. Who knows what all means? Destiny is written in our genes. We've got the keys to the kingdom. We're the children of the sun. We rise as one. The day of darkness is done. It's time for the dance of joy and fun. So rise and rise and rise and sing as one. The technology in our biology is the soulology. We got the keys. So rise. Sing
You
as
just
one.
wrote that?
Yeah.
Hell, I couldn't talk that fast. I don't know how
Wow.
you did that. That's
Love it.
incredible. That's incredible. Yeah. Michael Mejia was in here earlier, and we did that. Of course, it wasn't, Australia wouldn't have been up, but it was about 5 weeks ago. Ernestine was there, and we had, I think, 18 or 19 people came on. It was almost 3 hours long, and every single song was an activation. And there was light language, and there was Ernestine's guitar. Delia was there. I forget who else was there, but there was just poems.
I was there as well, and
You were there, yes.
and what just happened to Jet was actually what happened to me last time I joined an open mic.
Yeah.
Sitting listening to the rest of you, the words that just started coming in. It was late night. The first line was a thought, and then the rest just flowed out of me as I started writing.
Right on. That's what it's all about.
So yeah, it's an amazing space, this open mic.
I know. Who's next?
Where's Vanya and Morgan? I thought they would jump in.
I don't know. I'm waiting for them. This ought to be good. Did you guys see that last time that Yvonnya was on with her mother? It was the second time that it was about a month ago. Her mother came on
She's
with
a
this.
gem.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, that woman, her hair was all white, and it was like whiter than mine. and it was all like all over the place. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. They are incredible together.
Dad, yours is not white. You're a silver fox.
Yeah, no, mine's needs some help. I'm waiting for the regeneration, the rejuvenation that we're all supposed to be getting into as our light body comes into play.
Yeah, I get that. Me too.
Delia, what do you got? What do you got going
Well,
on?
as far as instant healing and quantum healing, I've been listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And some of the things, like your recent one, that she had instant healing from being infertile, healing from cancer, to doing things on her own, just emotionally clearing on her own. It was beautiful and it's amazing. That's a true testament to instant healing and tapping into that youthful energy. And I mean, I don't know if you guys have had anything like certain things like that happen, and just having an opening towards healing, even if it's facilitated for you or not.
Yeah.
So for me, maybe about 2 months ago, no, it was not 2 months ago, before 2 months into COVID hitting, I was going through so much, of course, the instability in the work and things, fear. I had been in contact with the Arcturian healing ships, constant asking for healing and connection to try to balance some stuff out in my body. And I got this thing. This is why I've been running lately. I'm not a runner, but I've been running because it said, get up and move, get up and move. And while I was doing that, it was as if this massive energy portal all around me opened up, and moving the energy from my body, as well as them coming in and doing something to me, as well as kind of getting out of the way. Of course, if you ever try to talk and run and do something while trying to breathe at the same time, it's a little bit hard. So you kind of have to get used to that. And it was almost as instant 180 in energy, as well as information coming in. It's that whole precursor to what really is going on. This whole thing is getting back in touch with our personal power, personal growth, and really start tuning into our healing abilities for ourselves, as well as being of service for others in different forms. And for me, it's been amazing, and learning certain keywords in it, how we also not to block ourselves in abundance, as well as instant healing. It's like, oh, I can only do that, but those kind of things. It's amazing, and it's beautiful to see that, the expansion. And I really love how everything's coming in full circle, since I've been doing this also blessing of the waters, blessing of the food, blessing of everything coming in and activating even that as in necessary nutrients, that's it is for my highest good, and just taking that in. And it's been amazing. Like today's show with Susan Amara, it was beautiful. And how Fiona just mentioned that working with the energy water bodies, it's beautiful. So full circle for that one for me.
Very cool. Laura Cruz is in the house. Laura Cruz from Southern Arizona, you're muted.
Hi.
And, oh, there you go. I know what you're going to do. We did a, oh, this is interesting. So we went to Sedona, me and Morgan, and we, on like 2 days notice, we did a soul gathering, and at the, whatever it is in Sedona. And so Romeo Barron and Shakina Rose got up and did a improvisational light language duet. And I'm sitting there filming it, and Laura walked up to me and said, "Can I go up there?" And I didn't know what to say. I was like, I don't know, Well, she just said nothing, and she just stood up and went up to the microphone and just started to kill it. And so the three of them did light language, all three different types of light language: Shakina, Romeo, and then Laura. And it was very cool. It was very cool.
I waited a bit. I was watching Romeo. I waited for him to nod and say, okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna do a little now?
Yeah,
Or
I
you-
was hearing it when Gayatri was holding up her picture, but I think it was mostly what she was talking about with Atlantis.
Yeah.
But I was ready to go to bed, and then I saw this, and I got on, and I don't know what Della is seeing with healing. Maybe there's a bunch of healing going on because, man, my hands are, they instantly started sweating up a storm. I'm sweating like a pig right now. And that doesn't happen unless I start doing healing work with clients and stuff. So I'm just sweating.
Go for it.
Sweating that. Well, I don't know. Like I usually,
Michael Mejia's, let me just say, Michael Mejia, I've said 3 times. If you want to come on, come on. You can, before we get off.
I usually,
go ahead.
because I usually do it more like directed at certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do. You want to dance?
If someone play music, I would dance. I'm a dancer for sure.
So.
No, but if someone starts, if Gayatri wants to talk about what she was saying again.
Or if somebody starts doing light language, will that set you off?
No, it's just like I'm very like there's an integrity thing with how I function. So it's kind of like it just seems to happen and come more natural when it's requested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was kind of cool the other day. I joined some class with Ivana Perry, and she does a lot. And then it was a light language kind of group, and so we all were doing it. And then we're just how we're talking in English. We were all kind of just talking to each other, and that was really great because I mean we understood each other completely, and it was really nice. So. Yeah, I guess I could do something.
It's up to you. Sasha can do some light language and set you off. And Delia, whoever.
Yeah, I was thinking for some
Delia.
reason I kept.
Delia, you've been challenged. This is like what do they call that when they rap? They rap off.
No.
What are you going to be doing? Do you want me to do some light language for you to do something? I don't know what you're going to be doing, but I'm happy to do some. Or do you want to just do it? Yeah.
Yeah, anybody can.
Who's going to start it?
But
how about I feel like there's an interlayer that's gonna be coming in. I think that's what you need, is full support and holding space with light language as well. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Can you lead? Go ahead.
Okay.
Can somebody what?
I'll call in
Oh. I see what you mean.
Okay, here. Okay, hold on. I cannot in the teaching what Anaka in medicwa tene equa shin wa kudma equa she. Anaka in medical and wa utwa. Anaka in medicwa shin wa utwa kishi. Anaka in monokua tani shwe. Anaka in medicwa tina in okua me. Anaka in monokua she. In wako amotua edowa she da kinwa. Anaka in medical in wa na e. Ina waka te do shi ina e waka anaka ina mi ko ashi uati. I was just coming because it was kind of just saying too how like light language itself is when you're really it's a very integral like type of thing, like it's very so the importance of kind of honoring that space of it being the powerhouse that it kind of can like all the things that it's capable of coming through, and it's not like to me it's not something like you just
no you can't. No,
so that's
when it comes right?
Well, it's always coming. It's just
Laura, you look good. I haven't seen you. I mean, since Sedona, you look like you've been out in the sun or getting some rest or something. We'll be seeing you soon. We'll be seeing you soon, right?
Yeah. Definitely trying to get rest.
There you go. Let's go around the horn one more time. Oh, wait a minute. Michael Mejia's coming in. Have y'all seen Michael Mejia? Have y'all seen this stuff? Oh my God. Okay. Let me just send him the link.
I'll say also though, if Gayatri wants to mention what she was talking about with the Atlantis, there was something that wanted to come through with that.
Okay.
Oh, can we?
Go, Gayatri.
Can you please? Yes.
What were you talking about?
You want to see the painting?
Sure, and then talk to me what you were saying again about the Atlantis thing.
Yeah, sure. So this was about going back to Atlantis and lifting the veils from the temple and activating the temple and activating the throne and taking my place.
Damn, it's making me sweat.
Yeah, that was like releasing
That
a
was
lot of
hot.
Atlantis stuff with people. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
whatever
like,
you're carrying around from Atlantis, it's like we don't have to do a lot of that.
yeah, it's
Stuff
like
that.
open my crown completely and I'm dizzy. Thank you. That was beautiful.
I feel like I'm having hot flashes.
Yeah, that's why I was sweating so much before.
Oh, it's got me so emotional here.
I'm having menopause.
Thank you.
Ooh.
I had massive chills. It's actually the first time I've felt activated by light language in that way, and I don't speak it and I don't understand it, but I'm in awe of it. But that was the first time I got a physical reaction, so that was amazing.
It's still going on.
Oh yeah, I feel it on my back.
Yeah.
As if I had like a wing tied up and I just kind of loosened it up. Wow. Thank you. Beautiful.
Yeah, when you were talking about like back in Atlantis, Veils, it was like, okay, there's a whole bunch that happened. So how I can sum it up is no more. If you don't want to, we don't have to do this anymore. Your veils can all be lifted. It's time to kind of move on and let go and activate remembrances from there too. And
yeah. We need to talk on this later if you have the time.
Yeah.
What is it a women's conversation or an adult conversation or what? We can't have that conversation here. Man, that's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, that woke my dragon big time. Just saying. It's like, whoa.
Keep it in your pants. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I almost knew as soon as it was out of my mouth, I almost knew you were going to say.
Can I just say it sounded very much like a rewind on fast forward rewind, like something rewinding fast forward. Do you know what I mean? Like a fast forward rewind. I was like, wow.
Yeah, she's fast.
Amazing.
I noticed that in Sedona, she was
really fast.
Yeah.
Well, because when it's going that fast, it's like a million things happening, a lot of codes, a lot of activations, a lot of just like type of So
I get it.
Yeah, lots of codes and stuff.
Here we go. We're gonna hang on. Let me see. Hang on a second. Okay, so we have a treat. If you guys haven't seen this brother, I don't know if you saw this earlier. Michael, you're muted. You see
There we
this?
go. Can you hear
see
me?
this? You see this note, Michael? It says Omani and Michael Mejia. It's been on my desk for 2 days. I've been trying to find the time to get in touch with you, and we're gonna do what we did before and do it on, with people like Sasha and some of the others here, and do this twice a month. But we
Sounds
need,
good.
okay.
Brother.
So
Yeah.
I just didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I'm up to, I'm up to my ass in alligators.
Oh.
I don't have much time. Morgan's business blew up and I'm getting there, but
that's awesome. I don't even know. I'm like so technically challenged. I've been trying to get on this whole time because usually my brother is the one that does all that stuff.
Yeah, no, he's not there, so you're screwed. So is there anything you want to do? Can you do anything and show everybody what you got?
Oh man.
Yeah, we're just gonna put you on the spot, man.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. I really enjoying this, everybody. It's almost 3:00 in the morning, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm really happy to be here.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you guys.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah. Let me just open my iPad real quick.
Have you guys seen his stuff? Have you heard his stuff? Anybody?
Yeah, he was
Open mic.
on last time as well. Well, while Michael is looking for something to share with us, I felt drawn to draw a couple of cards, and what popped up was the card of happiness. Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. And the second one is metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. Very much in thread with what we've been talking about.
Far out. Thank you.
This is actually I was recording this poem. That's why I was hopping off and on, checking it out. But I recorded this one earlier.
You cut your hair, man. You cut your hair, Samson. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No worries. So yeah, this is a newer poem, and actually a lot of the stuff you've been posting, Todd, it kind of like inspires the energy of the like last 3 poems I've like kind of that have come through.
Wow.
I really like just there's like this sense of like righteous indignation, like this strength in some of like the quotes and poems, like where it's like, like how we talked about the holy darkness, but then also like that holy strength where just the spirit anchors itself like with power, so this poem came through. It's kind of a little different than I'm used to, but it says, I am not concerned with the name of your God. Show me how this God has transformed your heart. Do you meet the spirit of every soul with reverence? Do you embrace all of life with the tender touch of eternity? You say you will only bow before the Christ. To bow before God is to bow before life. Your tongue seeks blood, and your wounds have become knives. Your sight scarred and bisected, and your actions fed by your pain and unleashed as animus. Surely this is not the messenger of God. Burn your beliefs, for they have contaminated your heart. Let all desire reveal itself as one. In a field full of flowers, you yearn to bloom, to love, but to only feel one's pain is like a bird without wings. so afraid of the dark, so afraid to enter your heart. There is nothing in this world that will lead you back to God except for your pain. And then, like the monarch who meets the tears of those dead, a filling, your breath will recede and your spirit will glimpse grace. Within the raptured heart and mind, the spirit becomes renewed in sight. You have not reached redemption until everything becomes God in your eyes.
God,
Oh, wow.
Jesus. You're the fucking OG, dude. Excuse my French. I know this is supposed to be a spiritual show, but good God. That's deep, man. That's like spiritual. What did you say? Righteous indignation.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Todd, who says swearing isn't spiritual?
Well, it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I try to keep it under control. I mean, you're West Coast. There's Australia. You're in Chicago, Laura, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you're up.
That was
you're-
beautiful, Michael, by the way.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't he amazing? You
Yeah.
ought to hear the stuff that his brother helps him produce. His brother Israel, right? Israel. Oh my God, they're just the music and the videos are just like I don't even know I don't even know what it is. It's just it's a thing, and it's amazing. It just lights you up. Yeah. So we're gonna start doing twice a month, do an open mic spoken word, and after tonight, Morgan, after I was testing out the broadcasting hardware and software, then she came in, she goes, you need to go on because of the people down under, they need to get some time. So yeah, we'll have to start taking that into consideration, but we are about to expand and we're getting really close. And so it's gonna happen. So we're gonna need people, and even like tonight, like if somebody wants to take over as the host right now on Zoom, you guys can just keep on going, and it'll keep on broadcasting on all the platforms. And then just whoever's the host will have to end the meeting, and that'll cut it off with the multi-streaming service. If anybody wants to do that, it's up to y'all. Anybody up for that?
I'd be happy to, but I'm quite limited on my data, so I can't really
No,
do
you
it.
can't do it. We'll have to work on your abundance. But if y'all want to keep on going, you're welcome to. Because it's almost 3:00 here, and I can't go much more today. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Well, now, Todd, you mentioned people in the States and you mentioned people down under.
Where are you?
I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm in Denmark.
Oh, you're in Denmark. Oh, it's morning for you. I noticed there was some people
in the sea.
It's almost 10 a.m. here.
Who's in Tennessee? Who said Tennessee?
No, I said in the sea. Somewhere in the middle would be in the sea.
Oh, yeah, exactly. In the middle of the pond.
Yeah.
No, in the middle of the globe.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have it set up to where people can access. It'd be like going into Zoom. Like if you were going to start a Zoom meeting or a webinar, and you'll be able to access. And the only thing is, it would all be coordinated here, and you'll be able to access at your time slot. And we just keep it all going from one URL address. And the whole idea is just to offer an alternative to Facebook and YouTube, and in a place where we can all broadcast without any censorship, right? So I don't have to produce everything. You just go in and you sign in, and you at your scheduled time and do your show. Yeah. That's what we're
Yeah,
working
for
for.
me, for me, it's kind of funny because my my day-to-day schedule it varies. Then I have 3 days where I'm on on US time, where I'm awake at night and sleep during the day in my time zone, and then it resets. So I'm going back and forth.
Yeah. Well, how do y'all want to do
Sounds
this? Well,
exciting.
everybody,
Bud.
huh? Go ahead.
I said it sounds exciting. It's finally happening. It's
Yes,
great.
finally, yeah. It's like, well, I had to give up everything, like when we were starting to
Yeah,
get
the
going in
world's
Hawaii
going
with the other
crazy.
people. Yeah. I mean, I was going to
Yeah.
launch it and then it just wasn't right. And then I had to do like months, like 6 months of releasing and giving up, and surrendering. And then, but now the time's right and it fits. Everything fits now. So it's going to happen.
Totally. I mean,
It's happening.
look what happened on the planet, like
I
all of
know.
that shit had to hit the fan. So,
I know.
taken on a different timeline for a little while and now, we can get back up to where
That's
we were
right. And
in a different way.
people will tune in. I
Yeah.
guarantee it. They'll tune in, and we'll go from about 4 platforms streaming to probably about 25. So we'll have 25 different platforms streaming live. Plus we'll have the website, but which will originate everything. So but we gotta get there, and we're getting close. So I'm excited about that. Do you guys want to go around the horn one time and just have a quick comment or anything? How do y'all feel about that? I'm looking at the screen. I know everybody's screen's different, but I'll start with and I'll go around the horn. Gayatri, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
Well, I'll just say thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for this activation that has come about for all of us today, because I can see it all, that we've all been lifted from where we were just before we came on to the show. And there's a lot of new things coming up for all of us. So congratulations for being who you are and where you've come till now. And I love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Karen.
Yeah, the same here. Thank you so much to all of you. It's been amazing. My human is still tired, but I feel very energized.
Thank you. Ernestine.
Best way I know is this way. Because when Michael was reading his poem, this was coming to me. Oops, sorry.
Michael, I think you're going to have to collaborate with her.
Yeah.
I could hear your voice I could hear your voice against the music.
That was she's amazing. Ernestine's
Yeah.
amazing. That was beautiful.
I can't believe this is amazing. Delia, thank you, Ernestine.
Well, like using gifts, word, that was a beautiful gal activation we all just had. And thank you so much. It's beautiful. And Ernestine, when Laura did her activation, it started on my left shoulder towards the back, like if a wing got loose. And when you were playing, it just felt the ease of it finally leaving that pain that had been there. So thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Jeez. Laura?
Oh, that's awesome. Yay. Yeah, thank you, Ernestine. The first song you did that I caught was awesome, and that one was beautiful. And just thanks for having me on. I don't know most of you on here, so it was really nice to share space with you guys. And I personally, spend a lot of time by myself, so I'm looking forward to the new community and new people that I'm bringing in to come in so we can support each other. So I'm grateful to all of you for having me on with you guys and sharing this space. And I will say, yes, when Michael was reading his poem, there was more language that was coming through. So if you want that, I can share.
Go ahead.
Tōna wai e no ko toa e do shui ane ke. Ana ke I na mana ko e toa e no ko shua e na me de ko e do I. Tēnei ana wā e na mana ko wā e te. Ana ka I na wā e mo ko shua e na. Tēnei wana me ko e na wā. Ana ka I na me de ko e ane ko wā shi no ko e te wa umaha. Tēnei na ko e na wane me ko I da e na wā ke shi. Ani ke ina mono koa e no koshida e no aki. Ani ke ina mono koa e na ke wa e the koshi no wa. Ana ke ina mo koshu.
Thank you. Jed?
Just gratitude. Muchas gracias, amigos. Achinto malanti cantarano no senchi tinami tanchi tanami na nisi chininami. Lovely to share space with you all, and thank you for all. It's always lovely to connect. I should say reconnect with Soul Tribe, and thank you for all sharing your gifts. When every time one shares, all are enriched. So. Thank you. And thank you very much again, you, Brother Todd and Morgan there. It's part of it. And yeah, may you sleep well and dream well when the night owls leave you alone.
Fiona?
Yeah, just absolute awe. It's a shame it's been so long. So when I can connect like this, I remember it's worthwhile getting up in the middle of the night to catch you all live. So thanks for sharing space as well. The downloads and gifts have just been beautiful. What a tribe you bring together, Todd and Morgan and the whole Soulology crowd. So thanks for letting me be a small part of it as well. So peace, love, and mung beans.
Mung beans.
Mung beans, yes. My mantra has been to all as well. Just remember that, we were made perfect until we tell ourselves we're not. So
that's right.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Sasha Grace from Byron Bay. You're up.
Do you want to do that language?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to share.
Batia anya rokon onanya hi or atian ia anan or aratiotat pero tanyai piananya por akon beator anya por ai viator atia kon anyan iarakai kosia por anya konanya kiananya por ai beata yakor anam por ai Vetan mukanya tua anya kianan vetai kiamora anya vera anya. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It's been really lovely to be here. It's been so long. So Todd, and I miss you, and I miss being a part of all this, and it's been really lovely just to jump on so randomly. And if I was to give a little bit of a message right now to everyone, it would be to say that I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but over the last 6 to 7 months, the reptilian matrix has completely been falling away. And it's taken some time, but it's now almost dissipated. So the only thing that's left that is constrictive and is locking people up is their own inner matrix, is literally just the beliefs and the identities and those things that we made up during childhood trauma. So if we can become aware of those, then we can really help liberate ourselves and come into a place that is a lot more love. And I just feel very, very incredibly inspired to be alive at this time on the planet when we are going through such an incredible awakening, and we're all getting to witness, finally what we signed up for. So
Right.
yeah, it just feels like a real honor, and it's a real honor to be with you all.
Good message.
And thank you. Mwah.
Thank
Send
you.
all love.
Good
Thank you.
message. That was a good message.
Thank you.
Michael, you're going to take us out. You're going to take us out with something. Make our toes curl. Whatever you got. If you want to just talk, that's fine. You're muted though.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I wanted to echo off of, I think it was Laura's sentiments of just to spend a lot of time alone, and then especially the last 8 years, and then to be able to kind of finally connect with a group of people that just my heart really resonates with. And some of my favorite I guess some of my favorite aspects of connecting with Soulology is that I feel like you do a great job, Todd, of cultivating authenticity, because you show up and you just are real prismatic to me, and you show all of yourself. And that's something that I think as humans we're scared to do. And so I just feel like I have permission to bring all of myself into the space all the time. And you guys just all make me better. You guys inspire me. I feel really just grateful to be a part of this. And I love you all.
God. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you everybody that's here in the Zoom room and on the other platforms. And got 4 shows tomorrow. Got nothing planned Saturday and Sunday, so we got to do some more of this weekend. I knew there was going to be a busy weekend.
I forgot to introduce the guest here that we have.
Who?
Special appearance.
Oh, yes. Who is it, Sasha? Who is that? Sasha. Who are we looking at? Who is that?
This is Snoopy.
Snoopy.
This is my Snoopy dog, my right-hand man. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. My world revolves around this little dude.
That's a soul.
Yeah, he's a little shaman dog. He's a little healer. He jumps on my clients when they're having a moment, and he will eye gaze, and he will put one hand on their heart and stare into their eyes. Very special.
That's pretty cool. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody. We'll do it again. Thank you, Michael. Michael, if you don't hear from me the next day or two, will you please send me a message?
No, yeah, brother.
Don't be shy. I want to do it. Yeah, I need some help though. Okay. And anybody else, that goes for anybody else too. Anybody who wants to collaborate, just send me a note. And Lani, I think I said it right as well. Soulsberg. Soulology Network, Soulology Network at gmail.com. is where we're fielding all that stuff. You know, anybody that wants to collaborate, anybody that wants to come on the show, soulgnetwork@gmail.com. And she's taking that over. And Delia is gonna start pushing Soulgy on Instagram. So we're real happy for that. Thank you, Delia. Thank you, everybody. See y'all later. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.